rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Oklahoma State's head coach told me before the game they are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation, and now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Cowboys ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Way off target there. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play. Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Run inside. It's Hawkins. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Throws it off the RPO. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hits the hole. It's Hawkins. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. And the Cowboys go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Long way to go on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Coleman. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Running inside, it's Hawkins.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole? As opposed to when you run right up the...
Caught, and he's got room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
And this fullback, he's a part of the running attack. It's not just going to be tailbacks carrying the football. The fullback, he can do some work as well running between the tackles. He showed you there.
Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Looking for the edge. He's got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Handoff to the fullback. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Keeps it himself. Keeps it himself. He'll toss it. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. Oh, and the attempt is no good. So the score remains 3-0. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Hits inside. It's Hawkins. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Pulls it in. It's Miller. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Cowboys come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking for a gap. It's Hawkins. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
You got to be impressed with this offense and how they've been able to run the football and move it down the field, just being more physical in the trenches and getting some push. And leading by 3 right now down here in the red zone on third down. I'm not so sure they won't run it again or give it to their running back in space and see if he can make something good happen.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
This defense has given up ground, but stood tall at the end. Forced a field goal last time. They'll try to do it again. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with fourth and goal.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Still looking to his right. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Trying to get the corner. Quarterback keep. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. A loose football in the end zone, and the defense there to pounce on it for 6. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Henderson. Moves to his right. Lets it fly. It's caught downfield. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. The give is to Williams. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And when you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
On the option. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He had that first down marker squarely in his sights, but boy, a tough, hard-nosed tackle is going to leave him about a yard short. Looking for the edge. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
And that's a play you may look back on when this thing's all said and done as a key play in the game. Fourth down, one the offense absolutely has got to be able to come up with. And I love the play call because you're going option and you're putting it on your quarterback to make the right decision. The pitch guy was where the ball had to go, and he's able to use his speed just enough to pick up the first.
Fights off a defender. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the...
Intercepted to stop the threat. Looking for more room. He's at the 50. The 30. Inside the... He takes it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. From deep, it's Payne. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wideout. Caught, it's Barnes. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Grab behind the line, it's Young. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their 2nd timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They punt it away on 4th down. Slips through the line. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Keeps it himself. The option, he'll keep it. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They knock him down right there. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. Sets his feet. It's Henderson. Buying time to his right. Throws to the back. Just gets rid of that one.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
And the Red Raiders will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. At midfield, he's got room. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And they are showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Timeout call by the Red Raiders, and now Texas Tech will have no more to use. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
3rd and long right here. Trying to get the corner. Keeps it himself. Got an alley. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Excellent pass by the back on the option. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run. They're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Straight ahead, it's Hawkins. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the 1st down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. The Cowboys will use their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Rolls right. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Changing the routes with his receiver. He's looking to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 18 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's Texas A&M keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. Snags a quick pass on the left. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Second down to the air. Makes the catch. It's Young. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on third. Out wide left, it's Hawkins. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff, it's Hawkins. Nowhere to go.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Quarterback signaling to his guys. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Cowboys will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Red Raiders! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did its job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Holmes. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Motion from the wide receiver. Rush right in his face. Out wide right, it's Hawkins. He's dropped.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
Makes the grab on the shot. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Cowboys. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
That's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but he found a couple of cracks in that cover team and gets it out to the 43. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Red Raiders, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Moves the pocket. It's Henderson. Fires to the right. Caught by Williams on the right. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. And the Red Raiders are in the red zone. Gets the back moving. Running the red zone, it's Williams. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. On the option, he'll try to get to the marker himself. There's a crease. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Great job by the back on the option. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Coming out with it, it's Holmes. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future. Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he gets rid of it.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
On the run, it's Hawkins. Oh, that is a nice move to get the ball out to the 36.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on 4th down. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. And the Cowboys are rolling down the field. Drops back on 1st down. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
RPO complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Snaps on fourth down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking for room, it's Hawkins. Wrestled down at the 26, it's a gain of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Got his man. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Second and long here. Quick give. It's Hawkins. Breaks the tackle. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Right side, it's Young. Going for the goal line.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. Power ahead. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Never getting stopped on that second down. Don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Wide receiver going in motion. Reels it in. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. But they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Makes a man miss. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. The Red Raiders in the hurry-up.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Dropping back, it's Henderson. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Here comes the biggest drive for the defense. Desperate to get a stop. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. They'll go to the counter play. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. They put the brakes on him. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Left side, it's Miller. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Timeout called by the Red Raiders, and now Texas Tech will have no more to use. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They'll move the wide receiver. Driving forward, it's Hawkins. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And a great job by this defense, knowing it's 3rd and short, understanding the situation, playing very balanced with their RPO, coming up, tackling the running back, forcing the 4th down.
This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Needs it. No room to run, and he'll be stopped for no gain on 4th and 2. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Stepping to the right. He's taking the deep shot. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this. I'm ending this game right now.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect on them.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.